Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to convert a video to fragmented MP4 using MUXER in React Native's new architecture for Android using the Media 3 transformer APIs. So let's get started. So if you don't know fragmented MP4, it is like the output will not be different. I'll show you the output at the very end. It will look exactly the same as the original video. The only advantage of fragmented MP4 is it divides the video inside chunks of data internally. Again, that is not visible by a normal user, but it like this fragmented MP4 using MUXER is useful whenever you are trying to stream data, and it has all other advantage as well, which even I don't know about, but it is useful for streaming. So yeah, that's what we will be looking into, how to convert a video to fragmented MP4. At the time of recording this video, I'm using React Native 78, and we need to follow this native module documentation because we need to write some native code. So first you can just run this particular command. You don't have to specify this version because it will take whatever is the latest version. Just run this command, and here I have just replaced turbo module example with whatever project name you want to give. I have given it as RN app, so it's up to you what you want to give. So just create a React Native project. I have already created it. Once you do that, here you can see inside the specs folder, we have to create a specs folder. Inside that we have to create this TypeScript file. So I'll just show you that. So inside the root of your project, you will have to create the specs folder which I have created. Now using this name native local storage does not make sense in our case, so I have used it as native transform video. You can name this whatever you feel like, but do remember you have to start with the word native. That is important. If you're doing this for the very first time, it's better you follow what I'm doing, because this name of the TypeScript file is very important and it will be used in lot other places as well. Okay, so once you do that, next I have just copied all this code and pasted it over here, but I don't require all these four methods which we have defined over here. So instead I have just defined one method called transform video, which will take this will be actually the path of the selected video, and it will obviously give us some new path of the transform video, which is will be fragmented MP4. Also we are saving the video to external storage, so if the user wants to use it later on from some other app, they can use it as well. So be careful with that. So yeah, this is the method which I have defined, and here this name also I have changed. So make sure you change like this name as well, whatever is your TypeScript file name. Once that is done, here you can see we have just copied this codegen config, and here I'll just go to package.json, and here I'll just paste this codegen config. Now again the same thing I have done. Here I have just changed this name to TypeScript file instead of the default native local storage, and you have to write this word spec. Don't forget the word spec. And again here we are just using this native transform video as well. So these things are important. Once you do that, you just have to go to your React Native application and run npm install. That step they have missed inside the documentation. Don't forget to run npm install as well. Once you do that, you will have to cd to the Android folder which is present over here, and then you just have to run this particular command as well. So I'll just copy this and I'll paste it over here. Now I have already run this command, so I'm not running it again. Basically it is used for code generation based on the TypeScript file which you have created. Once that is done, let's see how to use it. So we can just go to app.tsx, and here you can see first I have imported this touchable opacity and text from React Native. Then I have imported our native transform video. I have also installed two dependencies, so make sure you do npm install React Native image picker as well as npm install React Native video. So React Native image picker for picking video and React Native video for playing the transform video. Coming back over here, so I have imported both of those as well as I have imported this use state from React. Then this I have defined this use state, so this will actually contain the URI of the transform video only. Then here we create our button, and on press of it we just do launch image library. Media type is of type video, and if result.assets.length is greater than 0, then we just do native transform video, pass the URI of the transform video. We get the URL and we just update the state based on set video URI. Then here is a once video URI is not equal to empty, we just display a video component. We pass the source as video URI, and here we use this controls as well. You can change the style, width and height to whatever you feel like is correct for you. Okay, then if you see now, I'll show you. Now we can't really use this module file because this we can't really copy the code, but you can use it as a reference. So what you have to do is go to your Android folder. Firstly, we need to add the media 3 transformer APIs dependencies. So go to app, go to build.gradle, and inside the dependency section at the very bottom you have to add this media 3 common, media 3 transformer, as well as media 3 muxer. Then go to src main java com, and inside com you have to create one more folder called native transform video. Inside that, firstly you will have to create this particular Kotlin file, native transform video module.kt. So firstly you will have to write your own package name, whatever you have defined it inside package.json. Now these are all the imports, so basically you can just pause the video now and just copy all these imports. Then we just create one class called native transform video module, mark it as unstable API, and then extend native transform video spec as well as transformer.listener. Then here we create one companion object with the name of our TypeScript file. Then here we create one file name as well as file path. This is for tracking the progress state. Later on I'll explain you once I show you guys the output, what the progress state looks like. Here is our global promise for returning the URI of the updated transform video back to React Native side, and here we override the transform video method which we have defined it inside our TypeScript file. We just assign the promise to our global promise. Then on the main thread we use this in-app muxer.factory.builder set output fragmented as MP4 true. Now you can also set the duration of how long each chunk of the fragmented MP4 should be, but I have commented this out. Let the transformer APIs handle it automatically for ourselves. Like I don't want unnecessary issues, that's why, but I wanted to show it to you. That's why I have commented it out. Then I just create a build. Then here we just do transformer.builder set muxer factory, then add a listener. Then here we create a media item.builder.apply. Then here we create an edited media item. Then we create an external file, start the transformation, and this is for basically tracking the progress state as well. So here you can see I'm tracking the progress state as well as progress holder.progress. Now I don't know how to send this back to React Native side. Some of you might be thinking that just use that promise. We can't use promise. We have to use something like event emitter which can stream those data, because this will be continuous. So I don't know how to use event emitter in the new architecture. If you know, do let me know in the comments. That's why I've just logged it now, but later on in case if you guys figure it out, or if the React Native guys updated their documentation on how to use it, then maybe you can use it. Basically it is used for displaying the progress bar. In case if you have selected a large video, you will have to display the progress of how much things have been completed. That's why. Now the progress state always becomes 0, 1 and 2, and the progress holder.progress, it goes from 0 to 100, but even for that there is a catch. I'll explain you later on. And here we have just adding a delay of 500 milliseconds. Then here this is how we create an external file. Now even I have copy pasted this code from Stack Overflow, and this is the code for saving the file to external storage. Again I have copy pasted it from Stack Overflow. So I'll simply scroll through this file. Feel free to copy the code wherever you feel like is necessary. Then we override this on completed method from the transformer.listener, and once the transformation is done, we save the video to external storage and send it back to React Native side. And we also override on error, and in case of on error I'm just displaying a toast message, but you can also use this promise to reject or maybe send an error message back to React Native side as well if you want to. So yeah, that's it. Again, I'll simply scroll through this file. Feel free to pause the video wherever you feel like and just copy the code. Okay, next here we have to create another Kotlin file called native transform video package.kt. This should be our package name. These are the imports. Now this I have copied it from the documentation. Only thing is I have added this because this particular class has been marked as unstable API. The reason is because the transformer APIs are still bit unstable, even though we are not using any beta or alpha version of the library. It's just one of the Android quirks which we have to add, but hopefully by the time you watch it, it becomes stable and you don't have to add this unnecessary thing. This I have just copied it from the sorry, this I have and rest everything I have copied it from the documentation. So if you want to check it, you can just scroll down and use this particular part. Again, I have just changed the name in few places, like this name has been changed, and here everywhere I have used native transform video module. So same thing over here as well. Okay, so once that is done, you will have to come to rnapp main application.kt, and here first you will have to add this import, and you have to add your native transform video package as well. So I think that should be it. Let me simply scroll the documentation just to check it one more time. So yeah, that's it. Now let's see the output, and let's run our project and see the output. Okay guys, so here is the output. So here I have this pick video button. Like I told you, the output would not differ from the original video. So I'll just click on this pick video button. Here I'm mirroring my device, so the output is little laggy. Just bear with me over here. Also, one more thing which I will show you. Okay, so I'll just click on this particular video, and it has started the transformation for me. Here you can see that it has already started playing the video. Again, like I told you, there is not much difference from the original video. I'll just pause this video for now, and if I click on pick video again, the video is also stored to external storage. Now here you can see that the video is 0 seconds long. I think this is a bug in the Android OS itself. In your OS, you might, inside your Android OS, you might not see this. You might see proper 15-second long video or whatever video you picked originally. But it is, for me, it is showing 0 seconds, but it plays perfectly fine like 15-second long video. So I'm not really sure what is the issue from my code, because same thing happens from inside native Android, inside Flutter, and now it happens in React Native as well. But when I play the actual video inside video player, it shows 15 seconds. Also, one more thing, like I mentioned, this is the progress state. So the progress holder dot progress goes from 0 to 92. It doesn't reach till 100, but here you can see that it goes, so it reaches till 92, but the progress state becomes 0. That means that the video has finished transforming. So in case if I just filter out, just to show it to you, so here you can see something like this. Unfortunately, I don't know how to send this back to React Native side. We can't use promises for this. We have to use event emitter to continuously send stream of data. Like in the new architecture documentation, they have not specified how to do this, so I'm confused. But I wanted to show it to you, because in case if you want to display a progress bar, you will have to use this. So I'm displaying the progress state, which becomes 0 at the very end, as well as the actual progress. Sometimes it reaches till 100, but even if it doesn't, you will have to concentrate on the progress state, which tells you that it becomes 0. With the help of that, you can know that okay, the video has finished transforming. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.